Hello, welcome back to our channel. So today we're going to be cooking a shrimp sausage pasta. It's a 30-minute recipe. It's real quick. It's real good. A lot of flavor. It looks real good. So yeah, this is what we're finna knock out. And if you're trying to do it quick, you can buy the already peeled shrimp. But my wife liked buying the fresh shrimp. She liked peeling it. It's therapeutic. But we buy the ones it's already been deveined. So you just got to peel, and it's the head is already off of it. And another thing is when you're choosing your sausage. So we've cooked this a few times, so we kind of tweaked it the way we like to eat it. And one thing we did learn was choosing some pretty good smoked sausage. So don't just choose the cheapest sausage up there. Actually look at it. Just look inside of it. See if you see seasoning inside the sausage. If you see that seasoning, you see black pepper in there, go ahead. That might be a really good smoked sausage. But if it don't have all that in there, avoid that one. Normally avoid the cheaper ones. So as I cut up this whole onion, we add salt to our water. As you saw, we add salt to our pasta water. This kind of something we picked up over time. It does make your pasta taste pretty good. And I used to cut my garlic and as I peeled it, but now I take the flat side of a knife and I give it a hard bang, and then usually it just kind of slides right out. It's a lot easier. I've noticed it's been a lot more consistent for me. But yeah, so that's kind of how I do it now. But take your garlic, mince that up also. And then by the time you finish cutting up all your vegetables, your water for your pasta should be ready for you to add your pasta into it. And then another thing is when you cooking your sausage, so you're not really trying to cook that sausage, you're really just trying to render down that fat to take out, because you don't want to really add fat to a pasta dish. You kind of want to taste your sauce and not really the meat. The meat kind of is an added bonus to it. So as you rendering down your sausage, make sure you flipping them on both sides, trying to make sure that fat is getting out of him. I mean, we choose pretty good sausage, so we don't have a whole lot of grease in our pan. But some sausages, there's grease left over in that pan, so you want to make sure you got that. If you do have grease left over in your pan, go ahead and pour that grease out, and then go ahead and set your sausage off to the side. And then go ahead and season up your shrimp. So we like to use garlic, and then of course our salt, pepper, garlic blend right here, and a little bit of Tony's. But we like to season it up just kind of how we like to taste it. So, but just season up your shrimp the way you like to eat it, and it'll taste the same inside of your pasta dish. One thing I have noticed as I gotten older is my appreciation for parsley and all vegetables in general, but parsley is one of the ones. So we like to keep it not so thin. We like to chop it up so fine. We like to kind of make it a little leafy, because I kind of want pasta on every bite. Here we go, taking out our sausage. So we're gonna take it out, put it on a paper towel, and let it drain. Let that fat go ahead and drip off. We don't have a whole lot, but that's just kind of a routine we do. We take our sausage out, put it on the paper towel, and all that flavor that's left in that pan, we're gonna go ahead and put our shrimp in that same pan as that sausage was in. Let it soak up that flavor. For shrimp, it usually don't take too long to cook shrimp, depending on how big it is. Maybe 10 minutes to cook shrimp, because it's not really something you want to cook too long, because it starts tasting like rubber. But take that out also, set that to the side. Adding wine to the dish is not really to do anything other than keep the pan moist. Like keep your stuff from burning on there. I mean, right here we added oil, but then that's just more calories. So wine is a way to avoid all of those calories. So that's really what you're looking for. And then you cook out that alcohol. But so we did pour maybe a teaspoon of oil in here just to kind of give it a little surface, so this onion and this spinach don't stick to the pot. But add as much spinach as you want. We kind of know how much we like because we cooked this before. But the spinach gonna render down. You won't even be able to see it too much as the cook go on. You know, we've cooked this dish without lemon and we cooked it with lemon, and by far lemon we feel like makes it really good. So we add a whole lemon to it right here, and it just kind of, it again, it's one of those things where it kind of soaks into those onions. So that's why you add that whole onion. It soaks into that onion, and man, when you start, it's so many onion bites that each bite, it has onion. So that onion is soaking up the flavor of that lemon, soaking up the flavor of that garlic, soaking up the flavor of that shrimp. The onions just kind of pass that flavor throughout the whole dish. And of course, we have the whole recipe in the description below. So just make sure to check that out. If I don't say how much we add or what, we have the whole recipe in the description box. But this tomato paste, it's a little thickener without making like a roux. Add your little tomato paste in there, give you a color, and then of course, add your wine. And it kind of just brings it all together without adding any more calories. It kind of mix all of those seasonings together and mix your onion. It just kind of makes all your flavors come together right here. And when you're doing your heavy whipping cream, so at this point, you want to cut your fire down a little bit lower. Because that heavy whipping cream can be added and it can come to a boil, and you don't really want that because it's going to start sticking to the bottom of the pan, and it's just going to add a different char that you don't really want in the pasta. When you think pasta, you think normally a real consistent, your sauce is real consistent, but if that heavy whipping cream boil, it's going to add chunks, and it's going to just add inconsistency to the pasta. As you saw, we added a whole jar. We bought our jar of Parmesan cheese from our local HEB. We added the whole thing, and then we added our own seasoning. Of course, we did Tony's, and we do our salt, pepper, garlic. Season it to your flavor. This is just how we do it. But yeah, and then after that, you just go ahead and add your sausage in. We dumped the whole thing in. Add your shrimp in there because it's about time to add everything. Go ahead into your pasta. And then as you're doing it, whenever you add in your noodles right here, so once you add your shrimp and your sausage, it's not too much time. Just go ahead and add your noodles. So we know how many, we can kind of eyeball it to tell how much we like in the noodles. But as you cook this, you'll start seeing if you want to add more of your pasta or less of your pasta. But we kind of know how much we like it. And then of course, like I said before, the parsley is it just takes it to a different level. So we add a generous amount of parsley to our meal at the end. And as always, I really appreciate you guys watching our channel, taking your time out your day to watch this video. I hope you like the recipe. Like I said, about 30 minutes, you can knock that out. So we'll see you next time, and thank you again.